Do not portray Vegeto as trans. Stop forcing your ideology onto existing characters. It's disgusting. I don't understand why you tag your drawing as DBZ when the Vegeto you draw isn't even Vegeto. I just want to see genuine fan art, but your work showing up ruins the experience. If you want to draw trans characters, do it with your own OC. You once said I'll never understand their ships. Why is Gaku fucking Vados? Or Bulma? Or Vidal? Or Caulifla? Or Kale? Or Kefla? Because woman plus sex, that's it, that's the only thing. Woman equals sex, but to me, there's no difference between those people and you. You're all just disrespecting the greatness of the DB characters. Don't act like you're any better. Now I understand why you don't have many followers. LOL. Let me clarify, I'm not against trans people. In fact, I think it's a good thing that we're starting to see more trans characters in fictional works. That, itself, is a positive trend. However, did Vegeto ever say he was trans in the original series? Was there ever a scene that even suggested that? That's the issue I'm trying to raise. The problem is that you're making existing characters express your. That's the issue I'm trying to raise. The problem is that you're making existing characters express your personal beliefs. These are messages that should be conveyed under your own name or through original characters, not through famous characters from established works. But the way you're presenting things, is just looks like another case of I was attacked for being trans. For me, and that's how people are going to interpret it. If you think I'm wrong, then instead of only sharing your own perspective, why don't you engage in an actual dialogue? Please respond directly and clearly to everything I've said so far. If I'm truly mistaken, then the criticism will naturally shift towards me. Thank you. Gogeta may have said something that could be interpreted that way, but Vegeto, Kefla, and Godunks did not. Fanon interpretations may be your freedom, but portraying them as trans is no different than disregarding who they are in the original work. Please understand that assigning identities to characters without any such depiction in canon is nothing but an imposition. I'd like to ask you, someone who uses famous characters as tools to satisfy your need for validation, which character from CRK are you planning to insist is trans? I'm starting to feel sorry for you because you don't get much sympathy for the arguments you post so enthusiastically. Maybe that's why people don't come close to you. You're lucky to have someone who can conveniently defend your absurd claims just to want to see your work. You do not have permission to access this page. Let us know if the problem persists. Include your IP address and a short description of what you were doing when you encountered the error. Your statements involve delicate topics related to some people's interpretations of characters and identities, which may cause misunderstandings or conflict. Please be mindful when expressing yourself. If you don't answer anything we say, is it because we are right and it is inconvenient for you to show it to the kind people who are protecting you? If you have nothing to be ashamed of in your conduct, shouldn't you reply properly? That is dishonest. If you have time to gnaw on social media all the time and satisfy your need for approval, you can answer the question, can't you? Your statements and works involve sensitive themes related to certain people's interpretations of characters and identities, which may lead to misunderstandings or conflict. Please be mindful and considerate when sharing them. If you think you are right, why don't you argue properly? If you are right, kind people will defend you.